Yo, what's going on, guys? It is JD here, back with another 2K video, and today, guys, we're going to be talking and going through all of the players in this anniversary set. So they have released these packs just for 24 hours, and they are just available with VC, so you can't even buy any with MT. 200k for a 20 pack box, so pretty damn expensive. And yeah, they're only available for 24 hours. But when I'm putting this video out, this video is probably going to come out tomorrow as when I'm recording this. So these packs will be already gone. But for now, they are there, and there's plenty of pink diamonds you can pull. It's not guaranteed to get an anniversary set play. You can get some of the throwback elites that did come out with the sets when they were released. But yeah, 1 and 2 are both in this. So of course, that has changed the market quite a lot in terms of their prices. Now, me personally, I have got Series 1 locked in. I got that Galaxy Opal Chris Paul, and I regret it massively. The Galaxy Opal Chris Paul has barely played any games for me. Being 6'1", he is pretty much unusable. Even though they have changed the shot contest system, having an undersized point guard really is a massive, massive disadvantage this year. And yeah, I've barely used him. So that kind of sucks. I did lock this set in with the intention of going for the 3,000 tokens. And of course, that is the major lure of completing all of them. So that is the last thing you need to do on the completionist tab. And you do get 3,000 as the reward. And of course, that means 4 Galaxy Opals from here. And I imagine they will be adding more. I can't imagine they're only going to have 6. I imagine they'll add another 4, get us up to 10. I think 10 is where they'll probably leave it for the end of the year. But with the influx of Galaxy Opals onto the market, it does kind of make these ones a little bit more redundant. Like, yesterday we got the Galaxy Opal Kareem. I mean, that is pretty much exactly the same as this Wilt Chamberlain. The Kareem's got more Hall of Fame badges even. So, I don't know, it's tough to think if you're going to be locking in all of this MT just to get those players. But we will go through each player individually here of each of the sets, and then we'll predict the last few players as well. And then we'll have a look at the end and see what my opinion is, if I think it is worth it or not. So, let's go through this Series 1 set and see what I think about each player. And then we'll go check out their prices, because obviously I can't check from here because they're all locked in. So, Magic Johnson, a very nice card. Of course, he does have the 98 Lakers version, and he does come with 6 Hall of Fame badges. Diamond, of course, very nice. Pick-around Maestro as well. And he's got some good gold badges as well. Now, a few of these guys don't have any games on them, but I definitely have played with them before. It was when that weird thing happened when collections got completely messed up and it wiped all stats. So that's why they don't have stats on them. But believe me, I have used this Magic Johnson quite a lot. And yeah, between this one and the 98, I can't really tell much difference. I have used the 98 as well. So yeah, in terms of not having the best available Magic card, it's not too much of a disadvantage. But this card, of course, does have a bit of a slow release. It does have the 84 3-ball, can be boosted up to a 93 with the coach. And of course, there's an absolute lockdown defender, 98 shot contest, and then 95 speed, 95 acceleration. Very good indeed. So Magic is completely usable. A very good point guard, even at this stage of the game. If you get him completely badged out, if you get a 3-point short him, he's an absolute god. And yeah, I would still run this card if I didn't have better cards already. But it is still a very usable card. Next up, we've got the Pink Diamond Blake. Now, of course, the reward for completing Series 2 is a Galaxy Opal Blake. So this Pink Diamond 1 comes pretty much redundant when you do complete Series 2. There's pretty much no point to this card. And on its own, it is not too bad. 6 Hall of Fame badges on him, including, of course, Posterizer and Lob City Finisher. Again, another card with a horrendously slow release, but he can have the incredible dunks, 99 on all 3 categories. He can't speed boost with the 75. Defensively, not incredible, only the 90 shot contest and 85 block with a shoe. But he is nice and quick and does have good rebounding. So Blake, sort of a mid-tier Pink Diamond, nothing crazy from him. Magic is definitely one of the top elite point guards in the game, even at this stage, is definitely still usable. Moving on, we've got Michael Jordan, Pink Diamond. Now, of course, we do have the other Pink Diamond, MJ, which does have 14 Hall of Fame badges. And then, of course, there's a Galaxy Opal one, which comes with like 20 or so. So there's definitely better Michael Jordans out there. And there are ones with a lot more Hall of Fame badges and with better stats. So this MJ is still good, though. Open shot 3 of an 82, mid-range at a 96, 88 ball control, 95 shot contest, and then nice and quick as well. But this isn't, again, this isn't a top tier Pink Diamond. This is a mid tier pink diamond. It's nothing crazy. It won't be in an endgame squad, that is for sure. And of course, with the other versions available now, it does seem a bit redundant to have locked him in. I paid like 300k for this MJ, and I have barely used him. Like, I really wish I could unlock that card. Moving on to Giannis Antetokounmpo, 6'11". We've got 23 games on him, but I have played hundreds and hundreds of games with this card. I've had him for such a long time. We've got 20 gold badges on him, completely badged him out as much as I can, and we do have the foam posits on him, so he gets the 79 3-ball with the coach, becomes an 83, so very nice indeed. And yeah, Giannis is just an absolute god card. 91 ball control, 95 shot contest, 90 rebounding, 93 acceleration, 91 speed, 90 speed with ball. For someone who is 6'11", that is incredible. And he is still in my main team to this day. Of course, he does have the Galaxy Open one as a collector level, and he does have another pink diamond, I believe the 96, but this one is still very good, and I'm very happy with locking him in because I would have kept him anyway, so there was no chance I would have been selling this Giannis. Next up, AI, a very much useless card, 6 foot. No one's ever going to be playing with this card. He does have the Galaxy Opal from the reward board, but yeah, in terms of Myteam Unlimited, I haven't seen this card at all, I don't think. I mean, you'd be very daring to run a 6 foot player. Like, that is just not going to go well. You're going to get beaten everywhere. Someone's going to put a larger matchup on you. If you get switches on defense, it's just going to be an absolute liability. Speaking of liabilities, Ben Wallace. 6'9" as a centre with absolutely no offence at all. 45 mid-range, like he can't even shoot a mid-range. No post fade, barely any post hook. Like, this guy is next to useless. So out of Series 1, Magic is definitely usable. Giannis is definitely usable. MJ and Blake are sort of mid-tier usable. And then AI and Ben Wallace are absolute trash. So if you're locking in this set, and you do get the Galaxy Opal Crystal, which again, in my opinion, is trash. The only ones you're really getting that are usable are Magic and Giannis. And then if we come over and have a look at the prices of these guys, so let's take a look at Magic first. So Magic Johnson selling for around 40k. Looks like his price has come down quite a lot since these packs have been out. Wow, his price has absolutely tanked. When this guy first came out, he was so expensive. But for the time being, he is nice and cheap, looking like he's around 30 to 25k. Let's just have a look and find his lowest bid. Of course, these packs have really killed the price of these guys. So if you're looking to complete it, now is the time. And yeah, Magic coming in at 30,000 MT. Next up, we've got Blake Griffin. Let's see how much he is. And then let's add it all up and see how much it's going to cost to complete this set at the moment. So Blake Griffin has come down mightily. He might be around the 30k mark as well. It's actually a little bit more expensive than why do I keep saying MJ? He's more expensive than Magic, which is surprising. So about 40k you would be able to get Blake for. So 70k so far. And then we've got Michael Jordan, who was the most expensive player in this set by far. Like I said, going for around 300k. And let's have a look if he is a buy now. I'm not sure he will be, but he might be. He is not. He's still not a buyout, but he is very close to being one, I think. So 155k this MJ is selling for at the moment. So adding that to the other two players, you're at 220,000 MT at the moment for the first three players. Giannis next up, coming in at 200k still. So still got a little bit of value, this MJ, just because it is such a good card. Like, this is going to be a good card throughout the entirety of the game. There's not going to be any time when this card is not good. So what are we at so far? So we're at 420,000 MT. Next up, we've got AI, who should be like 20k, I imagine. I think when I bought him, he was like 20k. So he might be even lower. Is he lower? He's actually not. That is surprising. Let's have a look. Can't go much higher, surely. So 25k for AI. And then Ben Wallace, the cheapest pink diamond. And he has been for quite some time. And yeah, he is going to be coming in under 20k. Probably like 15k. But now, yeah, look at that. 10,000 MT. That is crazy. So in total, for the Series 1 players, you are going to be paying around 450,000 MT. So you lock all 6 of them in, and you do, of course, get the Galaxy Opal Crystal, and that puts you 1/3 of the way to completing all 3 of them and getting those 3,000 tokens. But then you move on to a bit of a bigger hitter. So 450k, let's remember that, and we'll add all of these together at the end of it. So KD coming in, he does not sell for 150k, I know that for a fact. He is selling for around 200k, so 200k for KD, and this is definitely an end game card. He might get a better one, he might get a Galaxy Opal, but it doesn't matter because this card alone comes with 11 Hall of Fame badges, 6'9", incredible stats all around the board, defensively, offensively, athleticism, everything is super, super high. I had this card for ages and I sold him for like 330k because I did think his price would come down, and it obviously has, but I am looking to pick this card up again. If you saw my video yesterday, you know I'm in the market for a pink diamond Kevin Durant. So yeah, he's definitely going to be next on my shopping list. It's either this one or the Moments one. They are both pretty much identical. But of course, because he does have that other pink diamond, that did drop the price of this one. So yeah, that is very handy. And as you can see, there's so many up that have all been ripped from these new packs. So I wouldn't be surprised if his price does continue to come down in the next day or so. But I can't imagine it's going to go too cheap just because it is such a good card. Like that Giannis, they're endgame cards. They're always going to have good value. Next up, we've got Kobe Bryant. Now, of course, he does have a signature series coming out at some point, I believe. So he should get a Galaxy Opal and another pink diamond. And that will, of course, really, really lower the price of this card. But at the moment, he's selling for 200k. So we're around 400k for this set so far. 10 Hall of Fame badges on Kobe. Of course, notably, he doesn't have Hall of Fame Limitless. He does have Deep Range Deadeye and Defensive Stopper, but he doesn't have Limitless. He doesn't have Diamond. He does have Posterizer, which is nice. And yeah, this is another card that I've had for quite a while. But again, I did sell him when I sold KD off, just to free up some MT. In terms of stats, this guy, you can't really fault him. He is brilliant. He was a little bit inconsistent out on the court, but it's a very good card. And again, though, his price will fluctuate massively if he has his signature series come out. But yeah, 400k for Kobe and KD, and both of them are definitely very, very good cards. Top tier pink diamonds for sure. AD up next, still selling for 325,000 MT. Now, this is a card that I picked up because I was actually looking to lock in this set. I had all of these players at one point, and I was like the button away from locking in for Galaxy Opal Blake. I'm so glad I didn't, for obvious reasons. Like, the market has changed massively since then. We've got loads more Galaxy Opals that are available on the auction house, so things really have changed. But yeah, I was so close, and AD was the last player I had to pick up. I paid like 480k for him or something crazy like that. I did manage to sell him back for a good amount though, and I just wasn't really that impressed with this card. Obviously, he is incredible on paper, on the stats. He is an absolute god. Like, this is an end game card easily. But I think it's because I paid so much for him. He just didn't do like amazing things. Like, paying that much MT, I really expected him to be absolutely incredible, and he just wasn't that good. So yeah, so far we are at, what was AD? He was like 325k. So we'll say like 400k. We'll say like 750k so far. So 750k so far. And then we've got LeBron James coming in. As we can see, there's price at around 125,000 MT. Now, this is a card that I didn't really enjoy playing with, I'll be honest. His release is a bit of a problem. It does come with great Hall of Fame badges. Defensive Stopper, Diamond, Picker on Maestro are three fantastic ones, along with, of course, Posterizer. Doesn't have the shooting ones, but that is to be expected of a LeBron James card. He's got 91 3 ball, 93 mid-range, great dunking, 86 ball control, so he can speed boost, 93 shot contest, and 93 speed. So again, this is another top tier pink diamond, but his release is a bit of a problem, in my opinion. Really didn't enjoy using him. He was very inconsistent with the jumper, and yeah, you just can't really be affording that in close games, and when you're paying so much for players, you really want them to be able to hit consistently from everywhere. Next up, we've got Shaquille O'Neal, and he's coming in at 100,000 MT on the dot by the looks of it. He will be a buyout soon, I am sure. And that is because, obviously, it is a Shaq card. You know what you're getting. You're getting a rebounding defensive dunker. He's got no outside game at all. 65 mid is horrendous. And yeah, he's got no fade either. He does have the hook, but in terms of offense, you're going to be severely limited. If you're playing against someone who's off-balling, they are just going to off-ball in the paint against this Shaq because they can. So yeah, that could be a little bit frustrating at times. And in terms of other centers out there in the game, there are so many more that are way better at this stage of the game. So Shaq, I would put him in a mid-tier pink diamond. Definitely not top tier like these other four guys. So yeah, 850k so far if we add Shaq's 100k onto this. And then the last player is going to be Larry Bird, who is selling for around 150k, I think. So we'll say 1 million MT for the entire set. And then how much was this? Was this 450k, I believe? So 1.5 million MT to complete the first and second series for the anniversary collection. Larry Bird, I did have him, and I did not use him for a single game, I don't believe. So I can't actually pass judgment on this card. But on paper, it looks great. I've played against him a few times, and he hasn't been too much of a problem. That is all I can go off of, really. Again, I don't think this is an end game card. It is a good card, but I don't think it is end game. So getting 4 very nice pink diamonds, and then 2 sort of average pink diamonds. But these 4 here, definitely good. And KD really being the top of the bunch there, with AD not far behind. So cover set 2 and cover set 1, of course, they are the 2 that are impact at the moment. 1.5 million to complete them both, and of course you do get Galaxy Opal Chris Paul and Galaxy Opal Blake Griffin. But the problem with the pink diamond one is his release, and of course the Galaxy Opal has the same problem. So I have heard from a few people that they do regret locking in for that Blake. And yeah, I'm very glad that I listened to them and I didn't actually lock him in. And that brings us to cover sets 3. Oh, that's another thing to mention. This Shaq, similarly to the Blake Griffin situation, he is pretty much redundant if you are going for it, because you're going to get a Galaxy Opal one in a couple of months when they do release the rest of these players. So, Series 3, we've only had 3 cards so far. Kyrie Irving, a pretty redundant card, it has to be said. 10 Hall of Fame badges, but there's one that's got 16 Hall of Fame badges, and that includes Limitless. So, yeah, locking in for this Kyrie, it is a bit of a shame that it's not the best version of Kyrie. And, yeah, they were both released at the same time. It is a nice card. I did pick him up. I did use him, but I was not blown away. And a lot of that comes down to his height. 6'3". It's just not enough, sadly. Even with a new shot contest, it is tough to use smaller guards. Everyone knows it. It is a problem, but it's not going to be fixed until next year, if they actually fix it next year. So, yeah, looks like Kyrie is around 75k MT. Next up, we've got Steph Curry. And similarly to Kyrie, this is another card that I literally sold yesterday, or the day before when you're watching this video. 6'3", it is a shame, but that is just a bit of a massive problem. A bit of a massive problem. So 12 Hall of Fame badges, of course. Steph Curry, an absolute lights-out shooter. Fantastic card, great defense on it, but he is undersized, and that is a big problem. So looking at around 225k for these 2, but you're going to be stuck with 2 undersized guards, and both point guards as well. You can't run either of these at shooting guard, really, because you really will get abused by people like T-Mac and Vince Carter, Carmelo, etc. So yeah, really tough to figure out what locking those in. And then we do have the first Galaxy Opal in the set, and that is Galaxy Opal Paul George. And this is, of course, an endgame card. This is a fantastic card. I would absolutely love to have my hands on this card, but I do not have 500k sitting around to pick up this card. But these is going to massively increase the price of getting those 3,000 tokens. If it stayed with just pink diamonds, like these guys and the first set, it would be attainable. But now they have dropped a Galaxy Opal Paul George. The remaining 3, so we've got James Harden, KG, and Derrick Rose. All 3 of them are going to have to be Galaxy Opals, and they are going to be so expensive. So let's just add up how much it is so far. So we've got 1.5 mil, 450. Oh no, we've got 450k here. We've got like 1 mil here, so 1.5 mil so far. 2 million with Paul George, and then another 200k here. So like 2.3 million just to be up to speed at the moment. And then you're going to have to buy 3 more pink diamonds. And the thing is, they are going to be very expensive. Kevin Garnett does have a pink diamond out at the moment, and he is selling for 160k. But when he dropped, he was selling for like 300, 400k. So a Galaxy Opal KG is going to sell for quite a lot more. And I think the reason he is quite low in price is because people know that the Galaxy Opal is coming in the near future. Similarly with James Harden, this is going to be an absolute endgame card. It's going to be incredible. And yeah, he does have so many cards at the moment, which is why his price is a little bit all over the place, but a Galaxy Opal really will separate him. And this is his best card at the moment. It's only got the 6 Hall of Fame badges. So if they release Galaxy Opal like 20, it's going to be very expensive. Derrick Rose is the only one that might be a little bit cheaper. Not Derek Fisher. Derrick Rose, because he does have a pink diamond at the moment, and it is dirt cheap, like literally like 30k. And that again comes down to his size, 6'3". So for that final set, you're going to be getting 3 point guards, all at 6'3", all pretty much unusable. So that really does suck. But you will be getting 3 absolute endgame top tier Galaxy Opals in Paul George, James Harden, and KG. So they can be your point guard, your shooting guard, your small forward, and your power forward completely set. And then of course you do get Galaxy Opal Shaq as reward, and that can be your center. And of course, if you do lock that in, you do get the 3,000 tokens. So you'd be able to pick up 4 Galaxy Opals from here. So you can pick up AI to run the point guard. Wouldn't recommend that at all. You can put James Worthy at the 1. You can put this Elgin Baylor at the 1. You can do a lot of things. But overall, my opinion, is it worth locking in? Definitely not. Definitely not. I really wouldn't recommend it unless you've already got them locked in like I have the first one. But unless you've already got the second one locked in as well, I would definitely recommend against it. Because if you're going at this now, like I said, 2.2 million just to be up to speed. I mean, you can get this Galaxy Opal MJ for 300k. You can get the Galaxy Opal Paul George on his own for 500k. You can get the Galaxy Opal Kawhi Leonard for 400k. And you can sell them back when you're done. When you want to try out new cards, you can sell them back. If you lock all this in, you are never going to see that empty again. Like I'm never going to see this empty again, and I really wish I could. So, learning from mistakes, I would definitely unlock this collection if I could, but I can't. And I'm super glad that I didn't lock in for that Blake Griffin. But there we go, guys. Let me know down below if you are going for the 3,000 tokens, how you are going with these series. Do you have any of them locked in? Do you regret it? Are you happy you did it? Who are your favourite players? And yeah, plenty to talk about in the comments down below. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. As usual, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.